Hey, Lumberjacks and Janes, this is Rick with Stumpt, and I'm here today playing more Civ 5. And today we are in the information age, everybody. Here we are. Just moved out of the atomic era, and we are in the information era. We're about to research satellites. We've got about 4 turns left on that. But here is all of the tech that we're going to research this episode, guys. And hopefully we get to win this game, this episode. And we're going to pick up where we left off last episode, which is attacking Kamehameha, because he's coming in. He's trying to start stuff with us. But I am going to take him out. There we go. I've got to take out the sub. Sneaky sub. Interesting. Kamehameha comes to us trying to super peace, and he wants to give us Tonga, a city with a 22 population. That's what he wants to give us because he knows he's going to lose this war, and I'm going to refuse that offer. And Dido's upset because the World Congress was defeated at the hands of our delegate. Her proposal, too bad. Tough, deal with it. And looks like we just lost a battleship, unfortunately. Now, we knew that we were going to have some casualties of war, so I'm not going to cry over that lost battleship, rather. All I'm going to do is fight back. I'm not going to get mad. I'm going to get even. And now all he's left with is a couple of ironclads, and that ain't going to do the job.
The sky seemed almost alien.
We just researched satellites, everybody, and with doing that, we've unveiled everything on the map, so we're going to discover a lot of things. Oh, we got a great merchant. So let's take a look at the map now. We can finally see this continent that we've never seen down here. We can see what China's up to. So China's got 3 cities here. Oh, actually 4 cities, including Beijing there. Oh, 5 cities because they've got Jian over here as well. And then we've got Gus over here with 2 cities. Oh, and it looks like he's about to lose one. Actually, interesting. So Gus is going to fall to the hands of the vile Chinese here in a moment. Oh, and China's got the Behringer Crater, which is a pretty good natural wonder to have. Meanwhile, down here we've got Alex and Dido. And then, of course, we've got us over here conquering this continent. And speaking of which, we're going to take Orleans back. We're going to take Orleans back for our buddy, Napoleon. Napoleon, you're going to get your city back. So I'm going to go ahead and drop a couple of paratroopers in here and continue to bombard. So, actually, I'm going to bombard with my bombers. There we go. Bombers are going to take Orleans. And next turn, I should be able to take Tonga as well. How cool is that? How cool is that? Okay. A great merchant has been born, which is great because we are going to send him on a trade mission. We could use a little bit of money right now. This war is becoming costly. And I'm going to start moving these units a little bit closer to Tonga because that's going to be the next city that we're going to take. There we go, Tonga. You're going to die. I'm sorry. So sorry. And let's choose a research. What research are we going to choose this time? I want to start getting some spaceship parts. So let's see. What do I need to get these spaceship parts? I need nanotech. I need particle physics. What else do I need? Anything else? I need advanced ballistics as well in order to get the SS boosters. So that'll be the next one that we research. And of course, because I've got freedom, I should be able to purchase spaceship parts with money, which is going to be helpful. Ooh, I just got iron from Sidon. Hello. And now it's time to take this city. Bam. Orleans has fallen, and we're going to liberate this city. Time to begin to attack Tonga. The attack on Tonga begins now. And I'm going to start lining up our battleships. Do a little battleship bombardment. And I've got this destroyer too, so next turn I should be able to slip him in and take Tonga. Meanwhile, I'm just going to give a little bit of support here from our rocket artillery. And Honolulu's going to fall within the next 1 to 2 turns as well. Way to go, guys. Way to stay organized. I'm going to keep my paratrooper right there, and then when we take Honolulu, I'm going to drop in that paratrooper in order to finish off that job. Okay, we've got a ship ready to go trade, so as a matter of fact, I'm going to rebase this. I'm going to rebase this at Delhi, because I should be able to get more money out of it if I rebase at Delhi. And I'm to the point now that I'm just going to start automating my workers. Ah, France comes along and wants to declare friendship. He's guarded, but he wants to be friends. Yeah, let's work together. Wonderful. It's good to have friends in this world. Colombo is in awe of us, and we just got a unit promotion. All right. I have a bad feeling that Tonga is gonna, well, a good feeling that Tonga is gonna collapse. There we go. Tonga is now our city, and I'm going to create a puppet city right there. Tonga is now under Indian control, the way that God intended. All right, I'm going to give you, there we go, I'm just going to give you that promotion because I can. And let's start moving our rocket artilleries in here for the kill. There you go, guys. Just move on down. And you go right up there. You guys start moving downtown. Two little bazooka man. The Great Firewall's been built, so now I don't have to worry about spying. And speaking of spying, I've got a new spy to assign. And what I'm going to do is stick that spy into France. I'm going to stick that into Paris. And I'm going to do that as a diplomat, so I can try to sway him on the World Congress. Try to get him to vote for us. And if we can get a vote for us, then I think that we can win this thing diplomatically. Surprisingly. The last thing these guys want to do is settle this diplomatically. They would rather settle this with war, but I've got different plans. You want to give me spices, do you? You want to give me uranium for spices? That is sort of psychotic. I mean, I have the ability to build nuclear weapons, and you want to... Wow. Okay. Yeah, I will take your uranium. Any uranium that you give me, that means that you can't use it to build weapons. So that's fine. That's fine by me. And the Hubble telescope has been built, which means that I get 2 great scientists, and it provides a free spaceship factory in the city in which it's built, 25% production for spaceship parts, cities that we all like to visit. It's Delhi, and I can use those great scientists to boost our science output, which is super, super good. Honolulu is ours, and I'm going to create a puppet government there. And our campaign of pain against Kamehameha is almost over. Come on, everybody. Let's move it on down. Move it on down. Just heal up these units for now. I'm going to take this turn to regather any strength that I've lost. There we go. This is the round where Samoa goes down. Samoa, bam, is now our city. We're going to create a puppet with Samoa, and now we're going to have to swing around Sofia to get to Nukahiva and take Nukahiva out. But then that'll leave him with one more city, which is Singapore, which is actually a city-state. So when we move into Singapore, we can actually liberate that city, and we will be heroes. What are you doing, Great General? You can't get away from me. And we've got a machine gun. Oh, actually, Singapore, we can go ahead and move down this way in order to take Singapore. So we can actually do a 1-2 combo and take out Singapore and Nukahiva sort of in tandem. And Kamehameha comes back to us offering us Singapore for a peace treaty. So we are no longer at war with Kamehameha. He sued for peace and gave us Singapore, which we gave back to Singapore. Now all he has is Nukahiva, and he's pretty powerless at this point. Pretty powerless, which means that we can focus on bigger things like winning this game. So currently, France has become the second most powerful civ within our continent, thanks to me. Thanks in part to me. Well, thanks primarily to me, not in part. It's time that we started getting some spaceship parts. So I'm going to purchase some spaceship parts. That's something that I can do because I have the freedom ideology. And spaceship parts don't come cheap, though. So we've got a cockpit and a booster that we can purchase at the moment. So I'm going to go ahead and purchase a booster. There we go. Booster has been built. It's time to commit some delegates. So we need 34. Or we have 34 delegates. We need 39 in order to become the world leader. If we were to get 4 from Napoleon, then that's going to put us pretty close. I'm hoping that if we take all of the city-states and we have Napoleon's votes, that we can actually become the world leader within 6 turns. But for now, I'm going to commit my delegates into International Space Station, and hopefully we can start building that next turn. Now it's time to take care of this booster. Bam, it's been added to the spaceship, and I'm going to fortify you there. I'm going to fortify you as well. Gus has declared war on Napoleon. Wow. Wow, wow, wee wow. Mobile tactics has been researched, and now we're researching particle physics. Time to go into Delhi, though, and we're going to be working on some more spaceship parts. Delhi, time to switch over from wealth to spaceship parts. Let's change that production. We're going to need another booster from you. We're going to need another booster from you as well. No, actually, we're going to need a cockpit from Mumbai. And send you on a trade mission. Fantastic. And we have a great merchant, which is good because we need all the money we can get so we can buy spaceship parts. Cargo ship is going to go do its cargo biz with... Who is the most advantageous? Panama City, that's who. We are now an ally of Valletta, and it looks like we need to become an ally with Riga. All we need is 5 influence to surpass Alex, and we can do that just by giving a gift. So we're going to give a gift of a unit, and we will give this Tercio. Wait, why won't it let me give that Tercio? Let's see, give a gift of a unit. Does it not want the Tercio? There we go. We'll give a musket man instead. How about that? And we're going to go knock on Napoleon's door and be like, hey, dude, how would you like to trade?
Bonjour.
You're going to vote for me as world leader, okay? What are you going to want for that? There's no way to make this work. Come on, dude. Come on. What if I give you, like, a ton of stuff? I'll give you some spices. I'll give you some iron. I'll give you some horses. I'll give you some coal. I'll give you some oil, aluminum. How about that? No?
Bien sûr que non.
What if I sweeten the deal?
Nous refusons.
Oh, come on, dude. Come on. I was really banking on you voting for us.
Bien
Come
sûr
on.
que non. Nous refusons.
Wow, he will not vote for me. That is actually surprising. What if I threaten him?
Bonjour.
Demand of you. No, I have my dignity and refuse to hand over such a great bounty so freely. Wow. After all I've done for you, I really thought that you would cast your vote for me. That's kind of unbelievable. I'm insulted. Particle physics has been researched, which means that we can start building boosters, or rather engines, for our spaceship as well. And so what are we going to research next? I'm going to research nanotech, which is going to allow us to have the stasis chamber. First, we need to research robotics, and I think that I could actually buy some stuff with great scientists, or... Alright, we just started researching robotics, which is going to allow us to eventually research nanotech and get the stasis chamber. The stasis chamber, I'm sorry, I always call it stasis, I don't know why. And I'm going to also purchase with faith. Now, this cargo ship, okay, it's not stationed within our borders. That means that I can actually purchase, let's see, a great scientist, which is what I'm going to do. Great scientist. And over here, I'm going to purchase a great engineer. There we go. Start using that faith. And time to select a world leader. We are getting so close, guys. 36 votes is what we have. So, of course, we're not going to win it this time. Wait, unless we can get somebody else to vote for us, maybe. No, nobody else would vote for us. Nobody else would vote for us. That'd be crazy. Commit all 36 delegates. And let's click next turn. We have a spy that's not assigned. Oh, great. Oh, great one. My hope is that you will long serve as the paragon of strength and virtue for lesser leaders such as myself. Napoleon is afraid. Surprisingly, he didn't succumb to my demand of him, though, which is pretty surprising. And I have 2 great scientists over here in Mumbai now. Great scientist, great scientist. I now have 40 delegates in the World Congress. I only need 39 to win this thing. Commit to propose. I'm going to do the Freedom World Ideology, which is going to make everybody else pretty upset. I found your proposal to Gandhi's super fun Congress of good times very troubling. Of course you did, China. And you did as well, Alex. Deal with it. Oh, my proposal is a blatant attack. Sorry, Kamehameha. Your proposal suits our interests quite nicely. You have our sincere gratitude. Yeah, see, France, you're cool. Oh, blatant attack. Big deal. And now it's time to wait, guys. This is the waiting game.
The impact
Nanotechnology has been researched, and I realized that I had proposed the International Space Station and invested no tech into it or production into it, which is okay. That's fine, all right? We have researched everything that we need to in order to build this spaceship, so at this point, I don't really care what we're going to research. I'm going to research future tech and just start researching everything. There we go. I didn't research, or I didn't put any production into the International Space Station. Alex has got this now, which is going to give him a science boost, but I don't think it's going to give him enough to surpass us scientifically. And you want a research agreement, and you want silver in order to do that. Oh, you want open borders too? You know, I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no because I don't really care about research anymore. Dido just completed the SS booster, and Kamehameha likes to smile the most. He's the happiest. Interesting. Okay, we just got an XCOM squad. I'm going to post you up right there. I'm going to post you up right there as well. And right now, this is a waiting game to see who can win. Dido is trying to build the spaceship and get a science victory. And I can do this one of a couple ways. I can get a science victory, which, there we go. I just built the cockpit, and I'm going to build boosters next. Or I can get the diplomatic victory, which I think is actually going to be possible within the next few turns. In the meantime, I'm going to use the spaceship as our backup plan, and I'm going to start building the SS booster. That'll be our 3rd and final SS booster for this ship. Greek coup in Valletta failed. That's because I had my spy over there. They tried to take it over, but look at this. We have every single city-state under our control now, and Delhi's got a cargo ship that's ready to trade. There we go. Why don't you go to Colombo? Things are really starting to wind down here. And at this point, I would be surprised if we didn't win the game. If we don't win the game, I'm going to be pretty upset because we're doing everything right at this point. And it's time to vote for, let's see, world ideology. Dido's going to enact science funding, which is fine because, again, I feel like this is too little, too late. We already have the ability to build all of the spaceship parts. We've already researched everything that we need to research. So I don't think they're going to be able to catch up. China just completed their SS boosters, and Dido just completed her 2nd SS booster. Okay, so it is actually a space race at this point. And what am I going to put my investment into? I'm going to go ahead and do aesthetic. Just because I can. My mechanized infantry, I'm just going to fortify you. Everything's going to be fortified at this point. And let's see. Budapest, there we go. That's the trade route that we're going to use. You want gold. Well, I'll tell you what I want. Oh, actually, I want to move our spy. I realized that our spy was in Paris. But look at this. Kamehameha took Lyon, leaving only Orleans for our poor friend Napoleon. So I'm going to have to restation our spy into Orleans as a diplomat. There we go. And unit needs orders. Here we go. Why don't you do a little create a great work? What is it? It's that. I'm not going to try to pronounce that. Dido completed another SS booster. Dido is creating boosters at a frightening rate, as a matter of fact. And there we go. We're going to just post you up there. We're going to pop our great scientist. And we are getting close, guys. The stasis chamber is going to be built in 5 turns. Nuclear fission has been researched, and we are now in a golden age, which is great. Our last SS booster is going to be built here any time now, and we are going to assign delegates into world leader. Oh, wouldn't you know it, guys? We have 42 votes, which means that we are going to become the world leader of Gandhi's super fun Congress of good times. Bam. Commit those delegates. What's going to happen here? What's going to happen? Oh, great. Now the vermin are breeding. Now I have to deal with both you and France. I'll have to teach them a lesson. Very well. I'm going to say very well. Not you'll pay for this in time because there's no more time to pay. Kamehameha, you guys are all about to lose. Bam! And I won.
Triumphed over your foes.
I triumphed over my foes. Time to look at the demographics. Look at this. I'm number one in everything. Number one in everything. Surprisingly, Kamehameha was last in population. Not France, who was last in just about everything else, except for approval. China was not popular at all. And as far as ranking go, I'm Augustus Caesar. I found Rome, a city of bricks, and left in a city of marble. Our score was 2,818. Not too bad. And we're going to look at the replay real quick. Here we go. I'm going to look at the replay as a graph. So here we go. India, you can see here, this is our score. And our score really took off around the year 2000. Bam! We really shot up. And that's when we started taking over all of the cities. That's when we went to war with Brazil and then Kamehameha. And our score just shot up. Now let's go ahead and look at our science. I want to look at our science per turn. And you can see that we were just outpacing everybody in science. Holy moly. We had a spike of science here, which was probably due to popping some great scientists, which then it came down and normalized, and then bam, went all the way up and skyrocketed at the greatest. Carthage was creating about 800 science compared to our 1600. So we were creating double the science output of Dido. And total land, there you go. You can see that. Yep, right around 2000, like I was saying, when we went to war with Brazil, that's where our land really started to go up. So there you go, guys. That was our first playthrough of Civ 5. I did it as India, and I already saw some of you guys commenting. One of you guys said, why don't you play Nebuchadnezzar? Why don't you play Poland? Both of those are solid suggestions. So give me your suggestions in the comments, guys. Let me know what I should play next, because I'm going to keep this series going. It's a lot of fun, and I can't wait to play it again. So until then, I've been Rick with Stumpt. This has been Civ 5. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.